27 pole positions, 8 wins. That gap tells the whole story. Charles Leclerc keeps putting that Ferrari,
I don't know, technically we need to check. I don't think there is. I think it's just a mistake.
exactly where it needs to be on Saturday. But on Sunday, the universe has other plans. Strategy calls that defy logic.
What I'm doing?
Mechanical failures at the worst moments, and enough heartbreak to fill a Netflix series. Stay tuned, because this one's gonna hurt. Number 1. Monaco, 2022. You know that feeling when you're watching a horror movie and screaming at the screen because the character is about to make the worst decision possible? Ferrari gave us that experience in real time. Leclerc started from pole at his home race, where qualifying is basically half the battle won. Ferrari turned that into P4. No podium, just chaos. The race started wet, which meant tyre calls would decide everything. Red Bull nailed it. Ferrari, picture a group project where nobody communicated. They double-stacked both cars at the worst moment, timing windows went out the window, and Leclerc's lead evaporated faster than his patience. His post-race radio was 2 words. No words. When you're so frustrated you can't even form a sentence, you know it went sideways. Binotto admitted they got it very wrong. At Monaco, where passing is about as likely as Ferrari admitting a mistake during the race, the team turned pole position into 4th place at the one circuit where track position is literally everything. Classic Ferrari energy. Number 2. Bahrain, 2019.
Okay, copy that. We are checking it.
There's something strange with the engine.
Leclerc was cruising late into the race, absolutely dominating. His first Ferrari win was writing itself. The headlines were ready. The champagne was on standby. Then, his power unit decided to write a different story, one involving sudden power loss and watching 2 Mercedes cruise past like he was parked. Ferrari confirmed some cylinder took an early retirement mid-race. 1 minute you're controlling the pace, feeling untouchable. The next minute your engine is coughing and you're defenseless on Bahrain's massive straights. When you lose power at a track with acceleration zones longer than Ferrari's strategy mistake list, you become target practice. Hamilton and Bottas went past him like he was waving them through. He salvaged 3rd, but that win just disappeared. This was supposed to be Chapter 1 of the Leclerc era. Instead, it became Chapter 1 of, oh, this is how it's gonna be. Number 3. Silverstone, 2022. The safety car came out late in the race. Leclerc was leading. Every person watching knew what needed to happen next. Fresh tyres? Simple. Ferrari had a different PowerPoint presentation ready. They pitted Sainz for new rubber and left Leclerc out on tyres older than the memes about Ferrari strategy. The restart was a massacre. Leclerc became a mobile chicane. His tyres had about as much grip as an ice rink, and Silverstone's high-speed corners showed zero mercy. Multiple cars with fresh softs hunted him down and picked him off. He tumbled to P4 while the wind drove away. Binotto defended it, saying the call wasn't clear-cut. Meanwhile, every other team made the exact same call to pit. When your strategic innovation is being the only team that chooses wrong, maybe innovation isn't the word. The whole world saw that safety car. Ferrari apparently saw something else entirely. Number 4. Monaco 2021. Leclerc crashed late in qualifying, but his time held for pole. Saturday delivered the dream. The curse was ending. Ferrari faced a brutal choice. Replace damaged parts and take a penalty, or gamble. The car was fine and keep pole. They chose the gamble. At Monaco, pole is basically a cheat code. Sunday morning, they found a drive shaft issue. The car couldn't start. DNS did not start. 3 letters that summarized years of Monaco pain in one moment. Monaco is where overtaking requires wizardry. Pole here is like starting a video game with God mode. Ferrari turned that into 0 racing laps. Binotto said they were investigating whether the crash caused it, which made it worse because maybe they could have caught it. This became the Monaco curse centerpiece. Pole on Saturday, didn't see the lights on Sunday. Number 5. Singapore 2019. Leclerc grabbed pole and led like he owned the place. Everything looked perfect. Then, Ferrari pitted Vettel first from 3rd, and the undercut did what undercuts do at Singapore. It flipped the order. Vettel emerged ahead of his pole-sitting teammate, and Leclerc's radio became legendary for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. I won't do anything stupid. It's not my goal. I want us to finish 1-2. I just think it's not fair. But, yeah, this won't change. I won't be stupid, don't worry.
Ferrari was covering Red Bull threats, which makes sense until you realize they covered their own lead driver out of the win. Singapore's conditions make undercuts devastatingly powerful. Fresh tyres at Marina Bay are like getting a new engine. Pit sequencing becomes the actual race. Binotto explained the undercut gained 3.9 seconds, bigger than predicted. Great data. Leclerc still finished second, despite pole. He later admitted he overreacted on radio, but honestly, who wouldn't? This became the template for Ferrari's internal wars. A team 1-2 that still feels like a loss because the wrong car won. Number 6. Hungary 2022. Leclerc reached the lead and looked fast enough to win. Then Ferrari made a tyre choice that defied logic. They put him on hard tyres when the track was cool. Those hards refused to wake up. Grip disappeared. Pace collapsed. Verstappen and Mercedes went past like he was stuck in traffic. His radio said everything. The tyres were terrible. His post-race summary was better. It was a disaster. The hard compound wouldn't reach operating temperature. Other teams had seen the hards struggling all weekend. Ferrari missed that memo and put their leader on problem tyres anyway. Within laps, he was getting past. He tumbled to 6th. Binotto admitted the choice was wrong but argued broader issues existed. Hungary had Red Bull starting back. Ferrari had a win opportunity. They fumbled it completely. Number 7. Spa 2022. Leclerc fought back from penalties to reach 5th. Comfortable gap to Alonso behind. Points secured. Ferrari decided to chase the bonus point for fastest lap. They pitted him late for softs. The attempt failed. Then the punchline, a 5-second penalty for pit lane speeding, dropped him to 6th. Ferrari gambled for 1 point and lost position. The math went negative. Binotto defended it with, "You need to be brave in Formula 1, which is true, but there's brave and then there's whatever this was." Reuters blamed it on a sensor failure, which feels on-brand for 2022. When your optional pit stop for a bonus point costs you actual points, you've created content. The meme kind that lives forever on Reddit and Twitter. Number 8. Paul Ricard, 2022. Leclerc was leading the French Grand Prix when he spun and crashed out. This one's on him. He took responsibility immediately. Reuters covered his confession and the weight of it was visible. The championship fight was brutal. Every race mattered. Leading creates pressure where you're managing threats while maintaining pace, and one mistake ends it all. Formula1.com framed this as throwing away the lead. Harsh, but accurate. He crashed alone, away from traffic or mechanical issues. Pure driver error when perfection was needed. This matters for honesty. Ferrari caused damage with strategy and reliability. Leclerc added his chapter here. The earlier frustrations raised stakes so high that any mistake felt magnified. He needed maximum points, and this crash handed Verstappen a gift. 27 poles, 8 wins. The gap tells you everything you need to know. Monaco finally broke right in 2024. The curse ended. But these heartbreaks? They're forever part of Formula One's greatest hits of things that absolutely shouldn't have happened, but did anyway. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Which heartbreak still lives rent-free in your head? And as always, thanks for watching.